coaches, and authors, all for you. So get your pad, your note paper, if possible, so that you can take copious notes on how you can also become better, the best version of you. Hey folks, Sir Charles Carey here, Peak Performance Strategist, and boy have I got a program for you today. You know, I'm always saying we got to radiate the brain and change the game for a reason, and that's because the right mindset is all you need. Nothing happens without a thought. And today my guest is none other than Hassans Kirby, a mental health specialist. I mean, this brother travels. Look, if you look over your shoulder, he may be right there. He's always on the go, and he's always making things happen. That's why I have a ton of respect for him. And due to the fact this is a Mental Health Awareness Month, we want to talk to him to get some insights about not only what he's doing, but why this is so important that we all have an awareness about mental health. Hassan, man, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, yo, how y'all doing there? How y'all doing?
That's right, I forgot that. Hey, yo.
All right. Listen, it's really a pleasure to be here on the show today. Matter of fact, I want to pull over because I don't want no distractions. I want to give you my undivided attention.
I appreciate you, sir. Absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm going to take this off. I'm going to push this up, and I'm going to get a little closer to the screen.
See, there you go. Oh, perfect. See, you know what? You are the epitome of a person in my mind and in my eyes that will make something happen no matter how big your budget is, no matter where you are. And I've heard you say it. Then I started seeing you do it. And as we are on the broadcast today, you're still doing it, man. How do you make it happen?
Listen, man, about an hour or two of sleep a day. But I really push through this because I come from a family who suffers from mental illness.
Okay.
Me personally, let the truth be told, undiagnosed, I have my own mental issues.
So do I, yeah.
And see, and a lot of people don't want to be honest about it because any type of traumatic experiences or things that you may come in contact with your life growing up and as an adult, it could have a serious impact on you. It's how you handle it. So since I'm aware of my mental issues, I learned how to take that same energy and stop complaining and doing negative things and turn it around and do something positive.
Now you see, that's right there. That's so instrumental in my eyes because some people make excuses for their malbehavior, but you are, again, an example of one. Dr. Phil says it all the time. You can't change nothing you don't acknowledge. So you're willing to and openly acknowledging the fact that sometimes things don't always pan out right in your life, in your mindset. And I've acknowledged the same with my own self because of some of the places I've been. But not only have you acknowledged it, but you're actively doing something about it. That's huge.
Yes, I have to, like, so, and I'm letting your viewers know now, if I look a little sleepy during the broadcast, or you see my eyes get heavy, charge it to the lack of rest. And people always ask me, so how you going to help someone if you can't help yourself? But I am helping myself by helping someone. That gives me the greatest satisfaction ever. I was on both sides. I know what it is to have and not to have. So now I'm at a balanced place in my life where I want people to come into their own. I'm not trying to tell you to do what I do, but I want to just put it out there so maybe you can take something that I say and be like, you know what, let me try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Look, can you share go as deep or as far as you want? Can you share a little bit about some of your early struggles with mental health?
Whoa, I still struggle. Well, the earliest struggle is first I was in an accident.
Okay.
I don't even remember if I was maybe 6, 7, whatever it was. I could have been a little older, but I got hit by a car.
Wow.
And I remember for the whole year in school being in one class, never going to any other classes. I was doing this coloring thing that I still do today, and it's kind of funny. I can't remember ever going to lunch. I can't remember ever interacting with other kids for this whole time. So as I start growing up, I knew it was a part missing. I knew it was something just not connecting.
Okay.
And even no matter how I try to fit it, I'm not a big sports fan. I am not a big sports fan. So, but I learned that if I'm talking about sports or something that other guys talk about, I'm in.
Right.
Okay. I didn't fit in that crowd. I tried the modeling. Didn't fit in that crowd. Tried the rapping and beatboxing and all the breakdancing. I just couldn't seem to fit in.
So how did you transition into finding your place in space?
I got incarcerated. I had got incarcerated because I got into the streets, tried to fit into the thug life.
Right.
I'm a thug. I want to do everything a thug do. I want to do everything a drug dealer do. I want to live that life. Still didn't fit in.
Wow.
When I got incarcerated for the last time, I wound up doing 15 years. 15 years gave me the time to find me. Wow. I once went to this group. There's a guy, he's my friend. Me and him work together still to this day now, after 11 years of being out here. And he had ran a group, and one day he put on the board to write your epitaph. What the hell is an epitaph? Is that something foreign? That's something French? Like, break that down. And when he told me what the epitaph was about, this is your born date, this is when you die, and this is the dash in the middle. You still have time to complete the dash in the middle before you die or expire. Sure. So he said, write how you want to be remembered. Me, I was just wanting to get into the group because I wanted to stay out the cell. That's why I was going to the group. I didn't want to be in the cell. Okay. So I went and wrote it. Came back. I didn't care. And it didn't really mean anything to me. So he read it. I was like, nah, that ain't how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as a good father. I want to be remembered as a person who changed my life. So from that day forth, after he read back the garbage that I put out because of the mask that I still had to have on inside the prison.
People got to learn how to be their authentic selves. And I know it's hard because the peer pressure, doesn't matter where you were at. Like you said, you were in prison. It could be in school. It could be in your workplace. It could be in the place of your place of worship. People try to stand up to or live up to the expectations of others. And all the while, they're not being their authentic selves. They're not being true to who they are.
Yes.
And I think personally that many of us miss our blessings because we're walking down the wrong path and we're leading a false life. And we're even lying to ourselves.
What? I was the best. I'm all right. My favorite word when people be like, yo, you okay? What's going on with you? Like, in this COVID time, even in this COVID period, I've lost a lot of people that I have personally had connections with. And one of the people, and back to the, and I'm gonna bring it right back to the prison. Watch this. It was a reverend guy there also. Wow. And this reverend, he passed, but I remember going to her with some of the craziest questions about the Bible, trying to pick it apart. And he never, ever treated me any other way. Okay. He the first person to ever say in one of his sermons, can anything good come out of Rawway, which was East Jersey State Prison. Oh, yeah. I remember that. That's a very popular, well-known prison, no doubt. Yes. And he had did a sermon there, and it like woke me up. And then I had another friend who I met before I went to prison, never knew how, you know how people give you cards and tell you they producers, they're this, they're that. Right. You've heard it 1,000 times, so you don't really believe it until you study or check them out. And I met this guy named Reverend Milton Bigham before I got locked up. Okay. When I got locked up, I asked someone at the church, I was like, do y'all know this church on Clinton Avenue? And his name is this. The guy got me the address. I wrote him a letter. He responded. We've been friends. I did 15. We've been friends for now over 26 years. So tell me, from your perspective, because you're out, boots on the ground, you're seeing what's going on with people. Yes. I know I made a transition too, and a lot of times I tell people about my past, and they look at me like, you? Yeah, I was a drug addict. Yes. Over 20 some odd years, crack was my best friend, et cetera, et cetera. These things are true. You know, I probably need a crack diet right now. I think no. But
keeping it real, you are out there right now. How has COVID-19, the world hysteria, affected people from a mental health perspective, from what you're seeing?
What I'm seeing is a lot of people never had the opportunity to address their anxieties. And now being quarantined and forced to stay in,
Is it worse?
it has gotten worse for a lot of people. Domestic violence has rose because now you have people in abusive settings right now where before they can escape going to work, staying at work, working overtime while they're at work, their spouse or whoever is at work, so they was not meeting too much. Now they're forced to both be in that place and have to deal with this. And in a lot of cases, it's not as good as it should be.
Right, because you know they say something about and I've heard this a long time, about being evenly or equally yoked. And I believe even people in the same religion are sometimes unequally yoked.
What?
And people don't understand that, but it's true. You know, we settle, we pass the time, we look the other way, we say, oh, it's okay, or she'll change, he'll change. And in reality, once again, you're still not living your authentic life. You know, that's why as a man, I know I'm an emotional man, but I'm a communicator. If something's wrong, let's discuss it. If something's wrong, let's try to fix it. And it may not get fixed the first time, second time, maybe not even 10 times. But if you care enough to make the effort, you may be a lot more successful than you were the previous 10 times.
Yes. So it's really serious out here, and it hurts. It hurts when you know the need of the people and you can't do as much as you want. Like I shared with you, like my birthday is Wednesday. And instead of me receiving gifts and everything, how people normally send me things, I said I was getting people to make donations this year, any amount they wanted, and I was gonna bless 21 families who's currently in the shelter.
Okay, how are you doing that? Is it actual handing you cash? Is it an app? How are they doing that?
People are able to Zelle me, Cash App, PayPal, any of those electric transform ways they want to do it, they can do it. People who are local who say, okay, well, Mr. Kirby, can you meet me here? I'll meet them there because I stay with my mask and gloves on. So that's what's been going on so far.
Can you put your Cash App out so people can hear that right now in real time? So those who hear this or in the replay, they can make those contributions.
Well, the Cash App is Hassans Kirby, which is my name. Hassans, Hassans, Kirby, Kirby. If you have Zelle, if you have PayPal or Cash App, all of my name is the same for everything. And with that, what I want to do is bless these families. I know I done group with some of these young ladies, so I know some of their struggles as far as the domestic violence. You have some who were formerly addicted to drugs, some who are misplaced due to a fire situation.
Wow.
And now with the COVID, they're just stuck.
Yeah,
they haven't been allowed to go anywhere.
Would you say, and I will be making a contribution just as FYI, would you say that, because I know this is something I teach people or I share with people when I coach or, I guess you could say minister as well. When you're going through and times seem to be really tough, focus on or try to focus on helping somebody else because it takes your mind off of maybe the plight that you feel. And actually you feel a lot better saying, wow, all I had was $5 and I gave this guy $1 to get on the bus, or I gave somebody a popsicle or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah. Well, Booker T. Washington said it the best. 2 quotes of his that I always go back on is shared suffering brings people together faster than anything else.
Wow.
And then if you want to lift yourself up, lift someone else up. Because if I have my hand on your shoulder while you're going through the door, when you get through the door, I'm through the door.
Right.
It's no greater thing than to give to others. I'm telling you, when you giving, you're not thinking about yourself no more.
Exactly.
So even if later on you have to go back and confront front whatever it was that was bothering you. It's just not. It just don't seem that bad right now. Like I told you, I'm running around giving away things, right? Because I also for my birthday was doing a book giveaway as well as a T-shirt giveaway.
Nice.
I was doing that to some of the people who text me. I said I'm only doing 2 a day, so if they text me and they're local, I can get it to them. Boom. I was telling you about my friend. I sent condolences and rest in peace to his family. The pastor guy.
Yes.
That I'm telling you about that I used to debate with a lot. And he passed from the COVID.
Wow.
And he was like a father figure, not just to me, but to so many other brothers over the course of years. And his wife gave me, oh my God, I wish I could get out the car and just show you the shoes, not no cheap stuff either. This is a pastor. You know, he wearing the gators, the ostrich. This guy, his wife just blessed me with all his shoes.
Wow.
His coats, his suits, and everything. So
That's
what I did so far is I gave some to the shelter that I work at. Oh, I work at a drug program overnight also. So I gave the sneakers and the sweats to them. I gave the suits to another location that I give to. And now I'm going to take the rest of these shoes over to that location so people who are in need can get them.
So let me ask you this. For the program that you work, I know there are groups, there's counseling sessions, there's encounter groups, stuff like that. What other options are there at the place, the house that you work at? Do they bring in people to encourage and to inspire the residents or no?
No, right now, mostly every shelter, drug program or anything that's doing work, they're not allowing people in from the outside due to the COVID. Because I don't know if you're aware of it, that right now, some of the facilities, especially the prison systems, are right now, a lot of the officers who are getting sick out here have taken it into the prisons. And in New Jersey right now, we have lost over 30 people.
Listen, I mean, I don't know exactly what their capabilities are, but I would like to, if they're open to it, donate maybe a 30 or 1 hour session. If they can do a webinar that I can come in, I mean, because I'm sure they got a TV or a big screen computer somewhere. If they could project it on a screen or a wall, I would be willing to share my own experience and hope to those who are going through right now, because I remember what it was like. I remember being nervous in this new space and I don't know nobody. I remember getting familiar and then, knowing that I'm halfway through the program. I remember being uncertain about what's going to happen when I get out. I remember not knowing, will I use again? I remember that, and I don't take it lightly.
Definitely. So definitely I'll talk to the administrations at the facilities and see what's going to be the thing for that, because due to the social distancing, they're not even able to gather like this social distancing.
Oh, wow. I got you.
There's no one gathering anymore. Everyone's masked. But it's sad because we're losing people. We're losing.
Yeah, it is.
People who don't understand really about the prison system don't get it, and they look at it as, okay, they're all in it. They did something. They deserve it. But everyone's in there is not guilty. And then you have people right now who are dying based off of just being in that situation.
Yeah.
And I'm not a one-sided individual. I'm out for the officers too. It's sad that these officers don't have any protection. Even at my job where I work at.
No protection?
No.
No gloves, no mask?
No. There's no protection. No, with the gloves and masks, once you can be a carrier.
Yeah.
No protection for them. Like, I believe it could have been occurred before it got this way. The officers have families to go to.
Man.
So once they go home to their family, they kid, someone done been out there unprotected because they think they're invisible. They come give it to their moms or their pops or their grandmother. They go back to work and they take it into a facility not knowing that they have it because they're not tested. And a lot of people,
we're getting so many mixed messages too. It's really sad that, people are being told that, well, African-American people are more susceptible. Okay, that may be true. Okay, but we're going to open up this part of the country or this part of the city. that doesn't mean it's a free for all. You know, this is the time where we have to make the sacrifice of waiting until things literally clear out or pan out. You can't jump out at the first sign of someone saying it's okay, or I need to get to this point. I'm tired of being in the house. I understand. I do get it. Everyone's wired a little different, and some people they do get cabin fever. But
Yeah.
you got to do it in a smart way. You got to live your life in a smart way now. Wow.
And that's where the mental health portion comes in at. That's why people are quick to run out soon as something opens up, because their mental tells them, if they're doing it, I can do it.
Right.
Because they have never got in tune with their inner self to say, I don't have to follow the Joneses.
Right.
I don't have to be like that next person. Okay, well, I'm in this house, I'm going bonkers, but it's something else I could do in this house. And that's what I try to do when I do my little Facebook lives and everything. It's something you could do. You've been sitting around with the book you said you wanted to write for the last how many years?
There you
if
go.
You write a page or two a day, before you know it, you have your book completed. And on these computer systems now, you ain't even got to do proper spelling, nothing. They're going to do everything is there for you to do. If you want to cook, you never cooked before. Now is the time to do the cooking. Now is the time to do them home improvements. Now is the time, and the most important, critical time, to get in tune with yourself and your kids and your family.
Wow. Man, you are saying a mouthful.
Those are the things. So I try to encourage them. Like, even when I'm at the park now working now, I'm letting them know, listen, if it was up to me, I would be in the house.
Right.
If it was up to me. But God has called me as a crisis intervention specialist in my community to be doing what I'm doing and make sure that I'm protected. And that's why I have to do it. So me knowing that because of this COVID-19 and it messes with the immune system, since day one, I told people how to build up their immune system, the different things they could utilize. Because if you notice, when they started out treating in the hospitals, they started hitting them with high doses of vitamin C.
Yep.
Vitamin C. So I was like, but it didn't take them to tell me that. I already knew to build up your immune system is many vitamins, but some people going to forget to take their vitamins. So I made it even simpler. I went and studied the central vitamins. The central vitamins have everything you need in it. There's no way you could be like, well, I know I'm supposed to take my vitamins today. You took 5 vitamins, but you forgot. Oh, you forgot your B6, or you forgot your vitamin E. And now at the end of the day, so you want to take it at night before you go to bed. But no, you're supposed to take it and let it process.
And I know it's hard. It's hard for us. I know if someone says, well, I can't afford all those vitamins. Okay, well, we can also get what we need from our food. Okay, maybe you cannot afford fresh food. The next thing, get frozen food. The next thing, get canned food. There are tiers. Like I said, what's that song? There's levels to this?
Levels to this.
Take it in tiers.
Yes.
You can't get it fresh, get it frozen. Can't get it frozen, then get it canned. But do your best to be on top of your own health. And as Brother Kirby said, YouTube University should be our best friend, educating ourselves, entertaining ourselves. You said writing your book, reading a book for career-oriented purposes, for business-oriented purposes, for recreational-oriented purposes. How about writing out your business plan? And if not a formal business plan, just a goal sheet. What is it that you want to do when the COVID is lifted, or they relax it somewhat? What are you going to do when things try to move back to normal? Make a list of things you want to do. What are your personal goals, your business goals? Take time to write it out. Make it look nice. We ain't got nothing but time. Make it look good.
Exactly. And that's what I'm not getting. when the first day of COVID came out, I watched it look like a ghost town because I'm over in East Orange, North Irvington, so I traveled through
Okay.
those areas. It looked like a ghost town, like something out of a Twilight Zone movie, for real.
Yeah.
Like, where's everybody else? Is this the rapture for real? Like, everybody just going? And then now as it opened back up, I'm seeing the McDonald's, I'm seeing the Wendy's, I'm seeing these lines wrapped around the corner when in that first week to 2 weeks, people buying up the stuff out of the stores, cook. Now they open up and you want to take the same, see, this is what our mental mental trauma is so deep.
Yeah.
We raised on mental trauma. We're raised on how to get over. We're raised on how to hurt other people.
Yep.
These are things that we inherited, and some of us don't know how to break out of it. Like I teach all the people, if I say something to you a certain type of way, you'll be like, why are you disrespecting me? I can't disrespect you when I don't even know you. But we were taught if a person raised their voice at you, that's being disrespectful. If a person talked a certain way to you, it's being disrespectful, but it's not, because you have families who are being raised speaking with 4-letter words to each other like is a normacy. Hi is like,
and you're absolutely right, because raising your voice or certain phrasing is about the intent. If the intent is for malice, that's different. But some people, I know people that speak with such indignation or such, in such a downtrodden manner, and their answer for being that way is, that's just how I am. No, that's how you became and allowed yourself to remain so that you could protect yourself and defend yourself. And when people don't like it, you think there's a problem with them.
I thought listen to me. When I was younger, I got a beating for everything. And then I had you know how you got that octopus in your blood where every time your fingers touch something, it wind up in another portion of your pockets or your coats and stuff like that. I think I had part octopus in me because I used to be a serious thief. You put it down, it was gone before you blink your eye. Yeah, I was a pre-klepto right there, and I learned something from that. This is what I learned looking back. Because I got a beating for everything, I thought that the way to handle everything was fighting or arguing. So you ain't saying, excuse me. No, I got to fight you now. You bump me. Oh, ain't no excuse me. I got to punish you. Right. All I know is punishment for doing things wrong.
And all that is dysfunction.
It's dysfunctional and is a serious mental health trauma if you don't check it. I had to seriously learn, like, yo, you telling people, nah, that's just how I am. That's just how I am. No, that's not who you are. That's not just how you are. That's what you become and what you allow to control and dictate the narrative of your life. And we don't want to look in the mirror and truly confront who we really are. We're scared. We're scared of being hurt.
And on the other end of the spectrum too, someone says something to you, so now you shut down, you clam up. And you go, oh no, I'm just a quiet person. No, you've been hurt so much, you don't even try to defend yourself, speak up for yourself, or make yourself clear.
Yes.
And that's bad too.
And that's what's going on right now during this COVID time with the families. The people who are in these houses where they don't want to be because they hid so much in their work. They was escape dealing with them or the monkey right there. How they say the big elephant, the pink elephant.
Yeah.
Well, you have to deal with the pink elephant in the room. The pink elephant in the room is you have to seriously say, this stops today. There's no more. If you yell at me, and this is how you know when you're dealing with someone who has some type of other underlying issues, when you hear them, when you raise your voice in an authoritative manner and they say, oh, who you think you're talking to? I'm not a child. Excuse me, I can clearly see you're not a child. I know that I'm talking to an adult right here.
Yeah.
But that's a reflection from when their parents or someone taught to them in an authoritative manner growing up. They never got the power or confronted it to say, you know what? Okay, well, that's just maybe how that individual communicates. Not that they're trying to be disrespectful, not that they're trying to control me, but now is the time for us to take back our power. And there's nothing. I'm not a big fan of medications.
Right.
But some people need them.
I tell people.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Finish your statement.
But some people I've learned need them. Is it a placebo? Does it really work? I don't know. I've done some serious study on the DSM-5, which is the book that they use to do the diagnosis for the different trauma, schizophrenia, dual diagnosis, bipolar, and all those other disorders. And a lot of people was even being treated for ADHD.
Right.
Well, hold on. ADHD back then, when I was growing up, you was just bad or retarded.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, well, I can't say retarded. Retarded is right. Retarded is
that's
like,
that's the old terminology.
Yeah, old terminology. I'm not calling no one retarded. So listen, and I've learned that, and I watched. I just had that extra bit of energy. It wasn't that I had an attention deficit disorder. I had a lot of energy. I learned something. I get bored quick, and people try to medicate that. You can't medicate yourself out of confronting yourself. You can't drink yourself out of confronting yourself. You can't smoke yourself out of confronting yourself. Right. You're going to have to come to a point in time in your life where you confront yourself. But this is the scary part of it. Many people don't want to confront themselves because they figure if I confront and deal with it, I lose a part of who I created me to be.
Right. And that's usually a defense mechanism, because I tell people a lot of times that one thing you have to understand about yourself, you need to know who you are. And in fact, I wrote a book, What's So Hard About Being You, right?
Ooh.
And the whole point of the book is this, for sure, things in life that prevent us from getting ahead. But there's also, for sure, things that we do to ourselves that prevent us from getting ahead. And it's really important that people understand what those triggers are, or what those things that they do, those behaviors are that they have that prevent them from being successful, from getting along with other people, and many other different scenarios. So I tell people in a lot of the talks that I do, you have to keep people from getting in your personal space if you can. But if you can't, you must keep them from getting in your mental space.
Oh my God.
The problem is some of us share a pillow with negative people and hurtful people. So it's hard to keep them from getting in your mental space or your personal space. So you're at a lose-lose. And that's very unfortunate.
Yes.
That's why we need to know who we are.
We really do need to know who we are. And we can't be scared.
Right.
We got to stop being afraid to say, this is who I am. Listen, I used to think, when people come see me, they're like, I don't want to see no psychiatrist. I ain't sitting on no chair. Well, I don't even, listen, I'm not a psychiatrist. I do counseling and crisis intervention. I don't sit on the chair. And even when I do my anger management sessions, I don't do anger management as a normal person does. I have you, we'll be somewhere at the shop, right, sitting on the floor. It's so many different things that take away from that stereotypical, oh, I'm not going there because I don't want to be sitting on no chair telling people my problem. No, you ain't got to do that. And even if you don't want to sit on a chair, I walk with people. I run with people. Listen, I be doing some people like, yo, Kirby, that's questionable because do counselors supposed to do it? Yes, a counselor who's sincere and really care about your well-being and for you to get over that hurdle, that hurt, that pain, or whatever, that discomfort that's been keeping you back, keeping you suppressed for so long. A true counselor, a true person who cares about you will go not just the extra mile, but the extra blocks.
Yeah, they'll meet you where you are so that they can get to the end result. And what people don't understand a lot of times is that everybody needs to be accountable to somebody. And that's from the street sweeper to the president of the United States. Now, this president may or may not be that way, but that's why they have a cabinet. That's why they have a joint chiefs of staff. because they're accountable to other people. They don't know it all. They don't have all the answers. They rely on the expertise of other people so that they can make a decision that's good for the whole. And you could be a singer, an actor, an athlete, it does not matter. Everyone is accountable to someone. The artist, they're accountable to the producer. You know, I mean, the athlete, he's accountable to the coach. I mean, that's just normal. But many of us people of color in our communities, we look at it as a negative, whereas other people are walking around and their spirits are free. Man.
What we say, we like, man, the number one word. I'm grown. I don't gotta tell nobody where I'm going. I don't gotta tell nobody what I'm doing. But you need to. You need to have an accountability partner, because with that accountability partner, that's not the yes man.
Right.
That's not the yes person who's gonna be like, oh, you think I should do that? Yeah. What you think about this? Okay. Everything is in favor of you to keep people say things just to stay in friendship and to get along, to have someone. Instead of saying, you know what? No, I need you to tell me, hey, Kurt, you know for sure. Ain't no reason you got on that green shirt with that bright pink tie with polka dot. Bro, that's not in season.
Right.
You thought it was good, but somebody should have told you something before you look cute. No, you don't look cute. So, we can't be afraid, but we need to have people to be accountable. And speaking about the president and the accountability, if I could get us to look at him and know that his defense mechanism with his mental issues come out as a tirade or comes out as insensitive, that's his defense mechanism. Do you think that he lay down and it doesn't eat him some of the decisions he make or the things he have to do? As long as he has blood running through his vein, and the same God that you serve and I serve wake us up and breathe in our body every day is the same God that continues to do it for him, because God said, I'll reign on the just and the unjust alike. So while we're so busy pointing about what he should be doing and ain't doing, we're forgetting to deal with us. Right. He suffered from mental issues just like the next person. So if I was a person running the White House with my mental issues, y'all would swear, that President, Mr. Kirby, need to be in anger management, because he don't know how to Kirby, you should have had a filter when you was talking to that press person or this. I'm trying to do. You see, we want to look at other people because it keeps us from looking at us. We all possess the same hatreds, the same bigotries, the same love, kindness, whatever label you want to go on. We all possess. The good person, what they say, if you back a person up into the corner too far, it's going to lash out. We all possess these things. And instead of us looking at so much about what we don't have in common, once we see what we do have in common, we can deal with one another differently. Because I do groups, I'm talking about mega groups now where I'm doing professional developments, and I'm asking them, first of all, I need everybody to raise their hand who has a drug addict, an alcoholic, someone who suffers from a mental health, tuberculosis, cancer, HIV. I go through the whole gamut. And you know what we all find out? We all got the same things in our family. So,
all
right. That's it, my brother.
Yes, sir. So listen, I know we got to wrap up soon because you got some things to do. Put up that number. How can people make donations again on those two different platforms?
You can go to Hassans Kirby at Zelle, Hassans, Kirby, Kirby. You can Zelle it, you can Cash App or PayPal. The name is the same for any one of those. If you want to send a money order, text me and I'll give you the address, because my information is public anyway. My number is 973-336-9060. That's 973-336-9060. My goal, my overall goal is on my birthday, which is May 20th, which is coming up very soon, is to be able to bless the 21 families that's in this shelter with $100 in the envelope.
Now I'm looking at. I'm trying to cash app you now in real time, and I'm Hassans Kirby.
Yes.
It's not coming up. Cash app.
Yeah, Cash App. It should, or it might be under Pudgy.
Under what?
Pudgy.
Okay, let me look under that.
P-U-G-G-Y or I-E. But I think when you put my number in, it comes up easier.
Oh, $ Pudgy Hassan.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So that's it. So it's dollar sign Pudgy Hassan at Cash App. And,
all right.
And that is my Cash App. And Pudgy is my nickname because I used to have fat cheeks when I was little. So
yeah. That's
all
all good.
Nickname. So yes.
Listen, man, for those of you that are watching this in real time, and for those that watch the replay, please post your questions, your comments. Hassan will get back to you. I will get back to you. And we thank you for spending your time with us, because your time is the most precious commodity that you have, and you can never, ever get it back. And you know, I always say, you got to radiate the brain to change the game.
Now you
Thanks for watching, folks.
should know.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody knows.